Hello, welcome in again to another edition of Musings from the Mountains. You might notice some things are different here riding solo. Well, Tyson's behind the camera. If you haven't, check out his work. Tyson Murray does great stuff, does the show weekly. If you've enjoyed this show, you'll enjoy his other stuff. But I'm Keenan Cummings, managing editor for the site. And let's talk some West Virginia sports. Had a little break, but we're kind of back into it. First, let's recap Oklahoma State. West Virginia went on the road, played Oklahoma State. Held Oklahoma State to 41 points. That's impressive because that's the first time West Virginia's done that in any type of conference game since 1992. Did it to Temple in the A-10 tournament. First time West Virginia's done it in a true road game since, I think, 1948, I believe, against Navy. The game felt like you were in 1948 at times. You know, really struggle offensively. Neither team could really get a rhythm. But if you're West Virginia, you shoot abysmally, you have 20 turnovers, you get a 13-point win on the road. I think you'll take that every day of the week. West Virginia comes home to play Texas Tech. Should be an interesting game. West Virginia and Texas Tech had some really good matchups since Chris Beard has taken over that program. A big one for West Virginia in the sense that it's going to kind of give them an idea of where they stand in this conference. I think most people would tend to agree that the belief, at least across the nation in Big 12 country, is Kansas is number one right now, or Baylor, depending on which one you want to argue. And then that 2-3 type deal is between, or 3-4 type deal, is between Texas Tech and West Virginia. So this could answer some of those questions. I don't think it'll be definitively, but we'll get an idea of where West Virginia really stacks up after going on the road and playing Kansas, which is tough. You know, playing Oklahoma State, which is a game they probably should have won. And now they'll get a tougher game at home against Texas Tech. Moving on to football, some interesting things. Last time we spoke, West Virginia had one assistant vacancy to fill. Xavier Dye, he left. He went to South Florida. We've got two now. Blake Seiler, who was special team / inside linebackers coach, has now taken the same, well, not the same. He took an upgrade to go be Old Dominion's defensive coordinator. Interesting in the sense that, you know, usually you don't see guys drop down, but the uptick in responsibility. Plus, he had a really close connection with their head coach over there, Ricky Rain. It made sense for a lot of reasons. I was told from a source, both of these situations were not either guy, you know, fishing for jobs. You know, they weren't out looking to get out. This isn't the boats taking on water type of deal. It was more just an opportunity with a mentor or close friend kind of came to their desk. You know, of course, with Seiler, the upgrade in responsibility, too much to pass up. It happens in coaching. It's what happens. For West Virginia now, though, two vacancies to fill. Could they be filled soon? Possibly. I think things are cooking there. Neil Brown's into this process of kind of talking to guys, interviewing guys, that kind of thing. We have a list over on WVSports.com of around 40-plus possible candidates. I don't want to say those are finalists or anything like that, but guys that could get looks, guys that have gotten looks already. So interesting stuff. I think it's something I recommend you check out. Moving on, though, recruiting. I think this is a very important point for recruiting, not just for West Virginia for 2020, but for 2021 and beyond. You're going to start to see some new offers go out. West Virginia's got a couple slots to fill, 3, maybe 4, depending on what happens with Jacob Gamble. You saw a 2020 offer go out today to a new offensive lineman, Emilio Moran, from a school you're probably pretty familiar with, Lackawanna. It's going to be interesting to see if he visits. Texas Tech is a school that is believed to be on him hot and heavy. So we'll see if he visits. He could be maybe that additional offensive lineman they want to add on top of Gamble. Maybe he's a replacement for Gamble. We'll see. But 3, 4 slots. You'll have a running back for sure. Have some guys visit in January. LaDamian Webb is supposed to visit January 24th weekend. So things will be moving here soon. But with this following weekend, not this weekend with the Texas Tech game, but after that, is when things really start picking up for 2021 again. Because the shift in the recruiting calendar, February is a dead period now. Oh, well, most of February. Pretty much from February 3rd on is dead. That used to be prime time to have junior days, invite prospects to campus, get to know them, that type of deal. That's over with. Now that's got to happen a little bit earlier. So West Virginia had a couple in December. They're going to have 3 in January. Some big-name prospects are expected to be there. Some return visitors are expected to be there. We've got some lists already put together over at WVSports.com if you want to check it out. A lot of people already starting to kind of come in the fold. That's one thing I can say about this coaching staff that's really impressed me to date is just how much talent they've been able to get on campus, and especially early. And not just one time, but sometimes 2, 3, Some of these guys have been here 4 times already, which in recruiting, that's invaluable. But things are going to start cooking soon. The dead period's almost over. The December/January dead period, that ends next week, midweek. Visits will start to pick up again. So we'll see a lot here picking up. Probably have, by the time next time we talk, we'll probably have an assistant coach or 2 back in the fold. We'll have some recruiting news to talk about. And, of course, some more basketball as Huggins and his boys kind of navigate the schedule. But thanks again for tuning in. Another short and sweet edition of Musings from the Mountains.